Hey everybody, welcome. This is No Bones About Wrestling, and I am one of your hosts, Asa. Hey, how's it going? K Fabulous is still sick with COVID. So am I, but she has it worse than I. She can't stop coughing. So she's not on some of these broadcasts this week. What's up, Steven? But yeah, she can't stop coughing. So no one wants to hear her coughing for 2-3 hours on these shows. So it sucks, but that's life sometimes. But yeah, so Wolf, I think, is joining me. I invited Willie and Dylan as well, so I don't know. It may just be me. We'll see. But yeah, Collision tonight. It looks kind of meh, but we're here. Hopefully, they put on a good show. I don't even remember what the card is, but first I want to talk about the biggest story in wrestling right now, and that's all these releases that WWE are making. I'll talk about that once we have some more people watching. But that's huge. What else? The show's getting ready to start. Um, got the Super Bowl coming up tomorrow. Let me know who you're for. I'm for the Eagles. Um, Steven says, "Do you know Harley Cameron is having a concert?" That's true. She's having a concert on Collision tonight. And there's a 3-way tag. I don't remember what else there is. Honestly, I've been asleep all day. I've been asleep until like 45 minutes ago. Um, like I said, I'm not feeling my best either. But here we are. I'm here. But yeah, Harley Cameron's having a concert, so that may be the high point of the night. Um, yeah, so let me know who you like for the Super Bowl. I'm for the Eagles. Who do I think is going to win? I think it's going to be Kansas City, but I'm for Philly. My dad was from Philly, and he just passed away this year, so I gotta cheer for Philly. Um, and making K Fabulous cheer for Philadelphia, and requested that she actually watch the game. So she said she will. Will she? I don't know. We will see. Man,
Hi.
there's Wolf.
I'm gonna be like stepping away for a bit because what's it called? My dad and are gonna pray in a little bit,
Yeah,
but
sure, man.
yeah, yeah.
So yeah, the show's just starting. Oh, I have a big announcement I want to make. We are on the 28th of February, 8 o'clock. We're having an interview with former ECW World Champion Justin Credible. He was also the Hardcore Champion 8 times in WWE. He also was a jobber in WWE as BJ Walker, as PJ Walker, and he was in TNA. Um, yeah, he's been a
Oh,
bit of everywhere.
yeah.
So that again, and we're gonna advertise the shit out of it. So if you don't remember the date, you'll hear it time and time again. But it's February 28th, 8 o'clock. We're interviewing Just Incredible, and he said pretty much anything is up for grabs, any questions. So it should be very interesting.
Sounds awesome.
Can't wait. Yeah, can't wait. By far the biggest person we've ever had on the show. Um, by
Uh,
far. So
uh,
that'll be fun.
I guess just because it is generic wrestling news and because I want
Yeah, I
to
was gonna
talk.
ask. Yeah, you want to talk about that stuff?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so we got some releases. Release season is never great. When people are budget cut or otherwise cut. uh, but yeah, let's start since it is AEW day. Let's start with AEW. We might have discussed this before, but Bear Boulder, aka Boulder of the Iron Savages, has been fired from AEW because he was arrested for battery he strangled someone basically, and he's been
Yes.
arrested for it. So
Good. I'm
out
not
you
usually for
go.
people losing their jobs. Not usually, almost never. But at
Yeah.
least there's a reason for it in his case. So fuck
Yeah.
him. I never liked their act. I hated the fucking Iron Savages.
Yes.
So for them to be gone, I'm so happy. I'd never have to
Yes.
see him again.
Well, as of right now, we only know of the one out of the three. I mean, probably the other two will get released, but
I hope so. Well,
uh,
not in their case. They didn't do anything wrong, so I guess
yeah,
I hope not. I don't know. I don't care. I'll put it that way. I don't care.
yeah,
I don't want anyone to get fired unless they do
yeah.
something to deserve it.
But some releases have really stung because one of my one tag team that I have really liked, really enjoyed, and I think they did not even try with them. AOP,
Yeah.
including Mr. Paul Ellering,
Mm.
has been released. Which, yeah, they were hired just to work with Cross, but I really think they didn't do enough with Final Testament.
Yeah.
AOP is such a good tag team. I'm hearing rumors they might have had like some outside heat and allegations and whatnot, but I don't know. I just feel like they should have been easily a top tag team on Raw.
Yeah.
And it's really unfortunate they didn't even try.
I agree. I
As
thought
for
they had a good stable going with Cross and them and Ellering.
Yeah,
I thought it was cool.
and like now that they elevated Cross by having him pin Howdy, but like they didn't even try to do anything with AOP, so they were like grunts basically, and I think that's stupid.
Yeah.
Um, I'm guessing I could part of me for some reason sees them like they could maybe show up in Ring of Honor, because I believe
Oh,
Paul Ellering's daughter, Rachel Ellering is part of Ring of Honor, so
yeah. I
I
believe
think
so.
they could have her just be part of them, and maybe that's too obvious, and maybe they don't want to do that, but I think TNA would also be a great place for them.
Yeah. And they definitely, yeah,
Oh,
they can find a
Moxley's here.
place. No problem. They can find a place.
Yeah. Good Brothers, Mr. Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows. I'm a little shocked because they were specifically their contracts were specifically made for so that if they're not booked, they won't be on the show. So they kind of were just sitting there collecting checks. So I'm not surprised necessarily.
You talking about the Good Brothers?
Yeah, Anderson
Yeah.
and Gallows. Yeah. Also,
Yeah.
it is shocking to me because I'm pretty sure Anderson and maybe Gallows is. I don't know about Gallows, but definitely Anderson. He was injured, and I don't know. Releasing someone who's injured feels what's it
Shitty.
called?
Shitty?
Illegal.
Oh.
I mean, it's probably perfectly legal, but it doesn't
I'm
feel
sure it's
legal.
legal, yeah.
It does not feel legal. It feels like it should not be legal.
Yeah.
Uh, has to be
Well,
covered. Yeah,
in most professions, they would be held liable because he got hurt on the job, and they wouldn't
yeah,
be allowed to fire him. But this is wrestling, where the
yeah,
wrestlers don't get treated as employees still.
yeah.
So, which is a
And
shame.
it's a profession where you're like it's inevitable that you get injured.
Right? Exactly.
Uh,
Yeah.
Cedric Alexander, I'm shocked because they had literally just recently re-signed him, and they put him to NXT. And I thought it would be good to like have him be like with those younger guys and maybe also help their men's division.
Hey,
Uh,
Antonio, go ahead.
but I feel like I wouldn't be surprised if what's it called, Cedric went to AEW and joined the Hurt Syndicate. He's very
Yeah,
good.
definitely. He's
Um,
great. He's great.
yeah. The one issue is the possible conflict between him and Tony Khan because apparently Tony Khan had said some
Oh wait,
terrible
Wolf. Let
words.
me interrupt you real quick.
Yeah.
Steven here says he doesn't see Cedric in AEW because his wife, I didn't know this, is Big Swole.
Yeah,
She
that's
had
what
a
I was
lot of
about to say.
trouble with AEW management.
Right, and Tony Khan, I think, said some not so great words to Big Soul. So I
Yeah.
don't know if Cedric is the what's it called guy that holds grudges, but I don't know. Maybe there would be questions, or
Or
maybe
Tony.
Tony, yeah, or maybe Tony will apologize or something. If he doesn't go to AEW, then I think TNA would be an incredible place for Cedric.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Sonya Deville, we found out that later after the initial shock, that WWE will not be renewing her contract rather than release her. So they're letting it expire, and then once it's done, she'll leave and she'll be able to go wherever she likes, if she wants to continue wrestling, for example. Um,
She would be
so
good. I mean, right to AEW, I say.
I
Another
mean,
another good woman. She's good and she has room to grow.
yeah, I don't know. I'm worried that I don't know where exactly she'd fit in AEW, to be honest. So I feel like TNA could probably use her well. Uh, Blair Davenport, also known as B. Priestley or whatever, um, has also been released. Very unfortunate because they called her up from NXT away, and she, in my opinion, it made no sense for them to call her up. And they didn't really have much plans going for her. They gave her a mini feud with Naomi, and then never seen on TV.
All right, let's hurry up and talk about
Yeah,
AEW some.
right. Sorry, it's just there's
It's
no
okay. I mean,
matches
this is big
happening.
news. It's okay.
Yeah. I think I mean what's it called? She Davenport was used to be on AW. I think mostly on Dark and Elevation though. So she could really go anywhere. Even New Japan, I think. Giovanni Vinci, oh my god. This pisses me off the most because
That's a surprise.
dude is so good, and they didn't even give him a chance. They had him
Yeah.
get squashed twice to Apollo Crews, like in like 3 or 4 seconds. It's like crazy work.
Mhm.
And one of the witches of the Unholy Union, one half of the Unholy Union, Isla Dawn.
I like her. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know where she fit, to be honest. Yeah, so that it's really unfortunate.
You would
What
think with
else?
WWE adding a show, they might. Well, I guess none of those people are going to be on what's it called, Evolve or whatever it's called.
No, it's probably
Yeah,
gonna be
none of them would be on
those.
that anyway. So never mind.
Yeah, it's gonna be NXT people and the WWE ID people.
And yeah. Anyway, so is that everybody?
I think that's everyone. Yeah,
Okay. Okay. So yeah, that was a big story we wanted to cover at first here, but now we got AEW.
yeah.
Um,
Oh, there we go. Triple threat trios match
yeah, we got Undisputed
featuring
Kingdom.
right
Uh,
now currently one of the worst wrestlers in AEW.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
okay. We have the infantry with him to carry his weight.
Yeah. Oof.
I'm not fat shaming. I'm not fat shaming.
He sucks, man. Shane Taylor is who we're talking about.
Yeah, I think
He's
it's not.
terrible.
Yeah, I think it's. I found out. Like I looked back, I did some research, and I think for Shane Taylor, it's just a matter of being washed. Because apparently back in the day, he used to be like actually pretty decent. Right now,
That's what I've heard.
no, not at all.
Let's see. Here we go. K Fabulous says, "God damn it, Lee Moore." And yeah, K Fabulous is joining us in the chat. She just is coughing a lot, so she's not joining us on camera. She
Yeah,
said, God damn it, Lee Moriarty is right there. Why is Shane Taylor in this match? Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
And she's talking about Roderick Strong. She says Roderick's kicks look great. I hope he can make up with AEW and come there, but I'm not sure. I could kind of see TNA for Cedric. Oh, she was talking about Roderick
Roderick.
Strong.
Yeah.
I was
Roderick.
thinking Cedric Alexander.
Yeah.
But on Cedric Alexander, I kind of see him going to TNA. Yep. But back to this match. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, Roderick's kicks do look good. He's very good.
Yeah. They're all very good. All the undisputed guys are very good.
Mm-hmm.
Top end talents.
So what else? What else do we have on this show, Wolf? We got the Harley Cameron singing or doing something.
Yep. And apparently Mercedes will be there live, so probably Mercedes will interrupt Harley.
We got
What
Mark Briscoe versus someone good.
Kyle Fletcher.
Al Fletcher. Yeah. That should be good.
Yeah. And then Bandito versus Brian Keith, Dustin Rhodes, squash match, Penelope Ford versus Thunder Rosa, Mariah May, the probably squash match, and Okada and Buddy face to face.
Yeah, we'll see how the wrestling is. How the wrestling is will totally determine how this episode is, I think.
Yeah.
But I'm not super excited by this card, but Fletcher and Briscoe will be good. And there were a couple others that sounded good in there. Yeah, so this is in the trios division, which, K Fabulous says she's talking about AEW wrestlers. Yes, I know, I got it. Here we got a trios division match, but when's the last time we even saw the trios champions wrestle? The Death Riders, Pac and Castagnoli and Wheeler.
Yep.
I have no idea. I don't know.
As a trio,
Yeah,
basically like not in a while, not in a long while. I think they had like one defense on like a random collision, or like two defenses on random collisions.
Yeah, Kay says I think one, and you're saying one or two. I think one. Yeah, so somewhere around there.
Yeah. But yeah, they've been on random collision. Not great, but I think it's kind of obvious. Revolution, we're gonna get Cope and Mox. Cope's gonna lose, and then they'll do Rated FTR taking the trios titles.
You think Revolution will be Cope and Moxley this quickly?
Yeah, easily.
I think so. I guess. Yeah. We'll see what the build is. They don't have very long to build it.
Yeah, I think they're gonna do. They're gonna probably do. Are gonna have Cope pin Moxley at Grand Slam. What's it called? And then do Cope and Moxley at Revolution. Or they could have Jay. They could push it off and have Jay get a one-on-one match for the world title first, and then
I'm not sure. I'm not sure which way they'll go, but yeah, I think you're right. Moxley and Cope at Revolution should be good. Should be a good one.
Yeah.
So do we see Cope win it and Christian cash in on him? Is that what we see?
I don't think so, honestly. No. That would be wild. What's it called? Cashing in on him twice in one career.
Kay says it's weird that they have had Death Riders trios matches, but with Mox instead of Pac. But it was clearly there because he came out to beat people up after the match. Talking about Pac. Yeah, it is weird. I don't know what's up with that. Yeah. who knows? But the trios division is still going, so that's good to see at least.
Yeah.
We don't get a ton of matches in it, but we never really did. So at least it's still a thing. Because honestly, in AEW, when the trios division was hot, was really going, I like the trios division more than the straight up tag division. Um, Eric, what's up, man?
I don't. It's gonna feel weird. I feel like I still feel like they might have Cage keep it until Darby comes back, and then they get Darby, and because I think Cope loses. I don't see
Yeah.
Moxley losing to Cope. I mean, I would not oppose it, but I
Yeah.
honestly think the correct person to beat uh, Moxley is Darby.
A lot of people are saying that. I would be fine with that. I'm not sure how. I mean, Moxley's reign is going well to me. I wish he would wrestle more. I'll say that much. But as far as him being a character and carrying the world title well, I think that's going well.
Yeah,
Just he needs to wrestle more. That's all.
yeah,
And Kay says, "I don't want them to wait that long." Do you mean on Darby? Is that what you mean?
yeah. Because he
Getting the
wouldn't
belt
come
off
back.
Moxley? She's
Yeah,
not a big
cause,
Moxley fan.
yeah. Because then if what's it called? If they're gonna do it to Darby, then they're waiting until All In, and
That would be cool.
yeah, that would be. But it would also be kind of long, and people are already hating on the Death Riders a lot, even though, like I said, it's getting the most views, and people are not stopping talking about it.
No,
So
it's a good angle.
I think it's. I mean, I personally don't entirely like the Death Riders how things are going, um, but I see it as a necessary evil.
I hear you. Eric says it's sad. A lot of WWE stars got fired. Yeah, and if you want to see us talk about it, whenever we're done tonight, just head back to the top of the broadcast. We
Yeah,
talked about it for probably the first like 10 or 15 minutes, maybe, of the show. So yeah, just watch that, and we may
yeah,
talk more about it as the night goes on. But we talked
right.
all about it as the show began. And Kay says, "I want a champion that actually has a belt." That's a good point. I
That is.
I want to see. I was pointing this out before Copeland was, but I said I want to see the world title belt. Especially they've just come to Max. A lot of viewers probably don't
Yeah,
even know what their world title belt looks like because they've never seen it on the show. You know,
yeah,
or may not even know Mox is the world champion because he doesn't carry around the world title belt. I don't like it at all.
yeah. I don't
Not
like it
seeing
either.
the belt, I don't like it.
And I still am kind of peeved that they gave it
Oh,
to Moxley. Like I know like Brian politicked for it, so we give Brian whatever he wants, but I still think it should have been Claudio to take it off Brian, and
oh,
I don't like that Wheeler what's it called turned heel, because I think they could have easily made Wheeler a bigger baby face, but they kind of dropped the ball on that.
it would be nice to see Claudio have a chance at the world title. I mean, guy deserves it.
Yeah,
He always does well at what is asked of him.
right.
Always,
And he's like easily one like what's it called wrestling ability wise. I'd say he's
yeah,
easily one of the top end wrestlers of the world, like easily
definitely, yeah, like top 20 for I'd say for sure.
something like that. Yeah,
Top 25, maybe somewhere in there.
yeah, somewhere around that level.
Eric says it is a slap in the face. No title. Yeah, and they've
Yeah,
been increasing their numbers with Max, so that's cool. But I could only
right,
think that they'd be doing better if you saw the prize everyone's supposed to be fighting for, the world title
right,
belt, you know?
right.
Kay says, "Did you guys see the video of Ospreay at an indie show run in and take down a wrestler dressed as Triple H, and then got thrown out of the ring by one dressed like Shane McMahon?" I did not see that.
I saw part of it. It was very funny.
Huh. And Johnny says, "Do you want Daniel Garcia versus Adam Cole at Revolution?"
I'd be interested. I could be intrigued,
Yeah,
even though
yeah.
I feel like, I mean, yeah, it would probably make sense.
Ooh.
Even though I would want to see probably one of the other two get a TNT title shot, like Kyle or Roddy. But Kyle technically already got a shot with Lee Moriarty, and what's it called? I don't know if Roddy got a shot, so yeah, why not? Daniel Garcia versus Adam Cole. I'm
I like
just
that.
scared that they would for what's it called? I'm
Ooh.
scared that they're gonna try putting in Shane Taylor in that, because that would kind of stink if Shane Taylor is put into that, just because we're doing this three-way feud.
Who do you pin? Which member of the infantry was that?
I have no idea.
Okay. And what's that move called when he runs at them with his knee? I cannot remember.
The boom.
The boom. Okay, that's what I thought it was. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, the trios champs. Here we go.
Oh. Oh, there's Wheeler. There's
There we
Pac.
go.
And they're going mostly after Undisputed Kingdom.
There we go.
Well, there's Ange.
It might be a good match for Grand Slam, or it's hard to tell what they're going to do for Grand Slam and what they're going to do for Revolution. I mean, Grand Slam is in what, 6 days? No, 7 days. K Fabulous says it would be nice to see Adam wrestle someone more his size. That's that, but AEW is the place where the little guys can get over, and smaller guys can get over based on their physical attributes, even on their skill. They can get over and wrestle well. So I think rather than him fight someone his own size, I think he needs to bulk up a little bit, just a little bit, and it looks like he has a little bit here. She says, "I feel like he would be able to do more moves, or again, once he's stronger, he could do more moves." He pinned Carly Bravo. Thank you for that. I'm gonna let the dog out.
Oh. Dynamite.
Next week on what show?
Dynamite.
Oh, okay. Damn,
So,
that was quick.
yeah, on Dynamite, Undisputed Kingdom versus the Death Riders for the Trios titles.
Okay. Huh. You gotta feel like the Undisputed Kingdom are gonna win them, yeah? Just they haven't been using them. I think maybe they'll put them on the Undisputed Kingdom and use them. Use the titles, I mean. Johnny said maybe save it for Revolution. Oh well, maybe we'll get it again at Revolution. I don't know, Johnny. Yeah, does seem quick to me. I would have thought for Grand Slam though, but oh well, they're doing it. Maybe it'll be a feud that keeps on. So
Maybe.
at least they're defending the belts. That's cool.
Yep. Very good. Oh.
An FTR hype video going on here. So Wolf, isn't that something just incredible coming on our little show?
Yeah.
I'm very excited. I'm very excited. I think Kay and I are gonna do it. No offense to you. I don't think we need like 3 interviewers, you know?
Yeah.
If she is still like coughing and stuff like that, I may ask you to do it, you know? I mean, I probably would ask you to do it because I think two interviewers is what we want, you know?
I'd be down.
So yeah, I've been talking to him on X. He seems like a good guy. He's down on his luck right now, but seems like a good guy. And he's had
I'll be
troubles with, yeah, and just incredible. If you don't know him, he's had troubles with drugs and alcohol. He's been pretty open about them, and it seems like he's in a better place right now. But he's still kind of down on his luck. I don't know how much he would like shared of that, but that's all I'll say. And anyways, it's sad to see what happens to former wrestlers sometimes, you know, where if they're not a huge star, if they can't live off the conventions, you know, all the time, then a lot of times they have, you know, may not have a backup career, you know, and they're not going to go work at fucking 7-Eleven. Maybe most of them aren't going to. And, you know, so it's tough. It's tough in an industry where they want you to use your body and you use it up, and then there's no pension, you know, which is obviously not how wrestling should be, but is how wrestling has always been. Pro wrestling has always been, unfortunately. Um, but all that aside, we're excited to have Justin Credible on the show. He was Portuguese Man of War Aldo Montoya in WWF. He was just incredible in WWE. As I said before, 8 hardcore titles. He was the ECW World Champion. He was on TNA for a bit. He was in Smoky Mountain Wrestling, Jim Cornette's promotion for a bit, I believe. But yeah, he's been everywhere. And yeah, again, that's February 28th at 8 p.m. We're going to have Just Incredible, an exclusive interview with myself and K Fabulous. So that'll be fun. Johnny says, I remember there was a time you would be stripped of your title for not defending it for 30 days. Yeah, me too. Yeah, like Shawn Michaels lost the Intercontinental. Hulk Hogan, they made an exception for in 1993. When he won it from Yokozuna, they made an exception, but then he lost it to Yokozuna at King of the Ring 93. But yeah, that used to be the rule, 30 days. And Kay says that's why Jesse was right. Yeah, if you don't know the story, Jesse Ventura, he tried to get the wrestlers in WWF in the 80s, tried to get the wrestlers to unionize. And a lot of the guys were behind it. Like I said, they were working, you know, fucking 300 and fucking 40 days a year and stuff. And with no insurance, no benefits, no pension, none of that. And putting their bodies on the line every night. And Ventura wanted them to unionize. And then Hulk Hogan went, this is how the story goes. A lot of people have confirmed it. Hulk Hogan went running to Vince McMahon and telling him about how Ventura was doing this. And McMahon said, okay, if you want to unionize, you get fired. So if you join up together, whoever joins it gets fired. And then it never happened. Yeah, that's as Johnny just said. Yeah, Hulk Hogan and Vince McMahon ruined it. And he says Just Incredible's best time was in ECW. I agree. Yeah, he was at the top of his game in ECW. Kay and I last night we watched a match. It was Just Incredible and Lance Storm, the Impact players, taking on Rob Van Dam and Jerry Lynn in a tag match, and it was awesome. Credible was obviously not the star of the match with those with Lynn and RVD in it, but he did very well in it. So yeah, we're trying to learn as much as we can about Just Incredible in the next 2 weeks and watch his matches and know kind of how his career went. I'm very excited to have him on the show. Uh, Bandito, excellent. Here we go. If you know our show, you know I love the luchadors. One of my very favorite styles of wrestling. So here we go. I'm sorry if I don't have a lot of energy tonight. I was asleep until literally 7:15 today. I'm sick. We both still have COVID, and I'm just exhausted. It's not that bad for me, but I have no energy. And Eric says Hogan was a lazy champion in '93. Yeah, he came in at WrestleMania 9. He won the belt from Yokozuna in 12 seconds or something. Never defended it through June at the King of the Ring pay-per-view and lost it to Yokozuna when a reporter with a 1930s style camera with one of those giant flash bulbs flashed the bulb at Hulk Hogan, and a fireball came out, and Hogan got distracted and all, and then Yokozuna got him and pinned him, and the photographer was Harvey Whippleman, but I'm not sure in story. I don't think it was Harvey Whippleman, but that's who it was actually. Um, Behind the makeup and the phony disguise and all. This is an interesting match here with the bounty hunter taking on Bandito. That's kind of funny. Kay says, "Who do you have winning this?" Oh, Bandito, no doubt. He better win it. I believe it's his return to television. So, um, yeah, he better win. Johnny says, "Did you drink a Red Bull?" No, I'm actually talking about how tired I am. I'm actually trying to give energy drinks up. I do have coffee right here though, so that's better than Red Bull to me. It won't get you as energized as a Red Bull, but I don't know. Monster was my brand of choice. I'll be right back. I gotta let the dog in. I'll be right back. Come on, Ripley. Come on. But yeah, if I had any energy drinks in the house, I would have had one, yes. But I was drinking 3 a day. That's too much. Even one a day is really too much of those things, you know. Eric says PlayStation Network was down last night. That stinks. I never have that. The newest system I have right now is Xbox One. And K Fabulous and I have actually been playing Final Fantasy X HD remaster lately on that, and that's fun. Going back, I haven't played that game in 25 years, so that's fun. Going back and playing that, especially it has a new for you Final Fantasy geeks. It has a new an instrumental symphonic kind of soundtrack instead of the more video game synth style uh, soundtrack. So it's very nice. Makes for a different experience in the game. I've found makes it feel more grand of an adventure if that makes sense. A richer experience. So I love that game. 9 and 10. I'm not saying they're the best Final Fantasies, but they're my two favorite. Probably because they're the first two I played. I really got into playing. First one I played was the first Final Fantasy, and I tried playing it, and I died immediately. And I was like, "Fuck this shit," you know. I was a kid, so I didn't say that, but I could not win. I didn't know what I was doing as a kid. I didn't know what you were supposed to do in an RPG. The only one I'd really played at that point was The Legend of Zelda, and that's like an action RPG, really. Eric says, "Do you like soda?" I love soda, but that's another problem. I'm quitting soda. Um, yeah, I was drinking too much soda and energy drinks. I've given up. Uh, about maybe about a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago. Just trying to get in shape, trying to lose some weight. Yeah, I love soda, especially I'm not supposed to have it, but my favorite is Mountain Dew. And specifically, my favorite, like 2 or 3 years ago, Mountain Dew came out with a gingerbread flavor, which I know sounds really weird, but that was the best soda I've ever tasted in my life. Was the Mountain Dew gingerbread soda, and it was only during Christmas. Eric says I've been playing Resident Evil 2. Fun game. Yes, it is definitely. I'm not big on survival horror, but I mean I can recognize how good those games are. I'm not a big fan, but I get how good they are. Um, especially like Resident Evil 4. I know people love that one. I always liked and this is an unpopular opinion, but I liked the Left 4 Dead series better than Resident Evil. It was on the Xbox systems, and those games are a lot of fun. It's more of an action zombie game than it is a. It's very actiony, uh, but there are some survival elements to it. Johnny says sparkling water is good. Yes, it is. I may try some of that. Smoothies are great. I'm with that. Yeah, I have a juice machine. I'm gonna start getting on some juice. Just throwing stuff in there. Apples, carrots, whatever. Just throw it in, juice it. That's my plan. K Fabulous says she loves Resident Evil. And Eric says I love Coke and root beer. Yeah, like a good Coca Cola, a Mexican Coca Cola, where they still put real sugar in it. That's delicious. Uh, Diet Coke I like pretty well. Um, Starry, that newer soda, I like that. And I used to love Surge. Uh, way back when. When the hell was that? I was in high school when Surge was out, and they were sponsoring Nitro all over the place. K Fabulous says Resident Evil was the first console game I played through to the end. Are you talking about one or two or what? Johnny says I like apple, watermelon, and pineapple together as a juice. That sounds pretty good. Kay says it is too price but I don't know what that means, Kay. Yeah, I like different juices. Anybody remember the Juice Man, Jay Cordick or Jay Cordich? He was an old dude with white hair and these big white eyebrows, and he wore a tracksuit. And he's always just throwing different shit in the juicer and talking about how healthy he was and mash it down and drink the juice and on like late night TV, infomercials. Uh, I miss him. I think he's probably dead now. Oh, because I'm talking. I mean, this was 25 years ago too. I'm talking about all these things that happened 25 years ago. We do have a match going on still, which has been pretty good so far. K Fabulous said she was telling Eric Roots makes my favorite root beer, but it is pricey. I say. I like a good root beer. Yeah, not all the time, but sometimes it's very nice. A root beer float with vanilla ice cream. That's pretty darn good too. They got a good crowd here for this collision. Are they? Is this Atlanta still? Does anyone know? Probably not. I don't know. It says it's live, and they were in Atlanta on Wednesday for Dynamite. Because I believe they still do Collision live, and then they tape Ring of Honor for the next Thursday. Johnny says cream soda is good. K Fabulous says it was either Resident Evil 3 or 5 that she beat. She played it on the Wii. So I guess it was a re-release. And they are in Houston, apparently. Thank you. Houston, Texas. Yeah. I forgot that they were down Texas way. We should have had more than one luchador on the show then.
I am back.
Yay!
No, I see Brian Keith and Bandito are doing pretty well.
Yeah, it's been a good match. We've been talking about soda. What soda do you like, Wolf? What's your poison?
I'm a Mountain Dew kind of guy.
What I said.
And basically, I also like Sunkist, Fanta, any kind of orange soda.
Orange, yes, I'm with that. That's the same, pretty much the same as me.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I drink a drink now, it'll be an orange soda for sure. Yeah, like Sunkist, and it's delicious.
Yeah.
Especially with you get like a nice greasy pizza and some Sunkist. Oh my lord!
Speaking of pizza, I got my pizza that my sister and I made today.
Nice. Bandito's back. Awesome. He got a win. He looked great.
Yeah, this looked really good.
Yeah, it was good. I missed what he pinned him with, but he won. Did you make it? Yeah, from scratch. Kay says, "Did you make the dough or?"
No, it was a frozen pizza.
Oh, the way you said it sounded like you like made it. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, sorry, no, it was frozen pizza that we baked in the oven.
What brand? What frozen brand?
I don't remember. I just remember. I think it was called DiGiorno or something.
Oh, okay. Yeah, DiGiorno.
Yeah.
I like Tombstone, but they're cheap, but they're good. It's good if you want just like some quick pizza. Tombstone. If you really want a good one, like Screamin' Sicilian, those are good. And the Paul Newman pizzas, those are very good too. Just talking pizza and soda here tonight.
All right. Interesting. LFI, okay.
Well, the wrestling tonight has been pretty good so far, I think.
Looks like we're getting an LFI squash match.
Yeah. Nice.
Yep. Let's see. Roosh. Oh, it's all of them. Oh, it's a trios match.
Yeah. Trios division alive and well.
Yeah.
Aries and Jay. Brick Savage. Okay, Fabulous say something from upstairs. Johnny says he likes Hot Pockets. I used to like Hot Pockets a lot. Kay
God, I
says
love
Jinx.
Jolistico's gear.
Yeah. I love Rush's new gear with the
Yeah,
and
100%.
that cape, that gold cape.
Yeah.
Looks cool.
But I think Jolistico usually has the best gear out of the bunch.
He looked good. So we got another luchador. Kay says I jinxed the wrestling, and now we got a squash. I guess so.
Yeah.
The first two matches were good. We have a couple other squashes tonight.
Yeah, unfortunately.
And Kay agrees with you. She says his jacket is awesome, and she was yelling about the bat wings on it.
Yep. It's awesome. I love it.
Oh, nice. Oh, I don't know what the hell that was supposed to be. Is this the end of the match? Is this it? Mess with the bull, you get the harms.
Yep.
I think that's it.
I
Okay.
think that's it. Yep. I think it's good that now the crowd's kind of getting involved with the. Oh, they're just. No, never mind. They're just. Oh. Yeah. I like that the crowd is now getting involved with Roosh and the whole. You mess with the bull, you get the horns.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's gonna help him, kind of get over with the crowd.
Yeah, and Kay says, she says, "Fuck Undisputed Kingdom, give LFI the trios belts." Hey, I'm with that. Give them the fucking belts. Here comes Commander.
I wouldn't mind. Oh,
to help out the enhancement talent.
Yeah.
Ring of Honor World TV Champion. Oh my God!
Yeah.
Springboard Poison Rana.
Oh, yeah, it's just Commander.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
Yeah, wow, amazing.
Wow. Oh, Commander comes in and looks fucking awesome.
He's like clearing them. Okay, hear me out. I would love to see Commander versus Jolistico as a Ring of Honor TV title feud.
Uh-oh. Please tell me we got another luchador. Oh, yes!
Hologram.
Oh, yes.
Yep.
Awesome.
Oh, crowd's popping for.
Yeah, they know who the fuck he is. Wow, if you've missed it, Hologram is one of my favorite wrestlers. And the dude is just amazing. And he's been upgraded, apparently.
Oh.
They're murdering Commander in there.
Upgrade complete. Well, I mean, the lights are out, so I can't do much.
Nice. Wow.
Wow, they're just. Oh, Jolistico is looking out.
Oh my God.
Oh, he's got a glow jacket too.
Look at that shit. Oh my God.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Yeah, he's actually amazing.
Yeah. He's amazing.
Wow.
Hologram and Commander
Crowd
together? Fuck
is
yes.
yeah.
Go!
Crowd's going loud for hologram.
Yeah. Oh. Well, just wrestling wise, I think he may be the best AEW has. I mean, an opinion. I like that style so much, but
Yeah. I love Lucha Libre.
yeah, that was awesome. Kay calls for a face luchador
Oh,
faction for him to fight. Yeah,
oh,
definitely. That'd be awesome. And they're taking down the
oh,
refs.
oh, oh, someone might,
I guess somebody to challenge Roosh now.
maybe.
Be nice for him to have a match at Grand Slam.
Oh,
No, no one's coming to help the poor referee. Man, that was awesome.
oh, okay.
It's my little hologram
Making pain.
micro brawler back there.
Thunder.
It's okay.
All right, I'll be back.
All right. Kay calls for Commander, Hologram, and Bandito to come together. Man, I tell you, that got me going. That was an awesome segment there. So yeah, so far we've had Undisputed Kingdom. They won a trios three-way. They beat Shane Taylor Promotions and Garcia, Ange, and Daddy Magic. We had Bandito beat Brian Keith in a good match, and we had LFI beat Aries and Jay Alexander and Brick Savage in a squash match. And still to come, I think the best match, maybe the main event, is going to be Mark Briscoe versus Kyle Fletcher. Kay said Thunder Rosa sounded awful in that hallway. Shrieky. Yes, I agree. It was very unpleasant to hear. I think it made our dog Ripley. I think it unsettled her a little. She sounded shrill. I think the word is. But yeah, good show so far. That LFI match was just there to serve as the return of Hologram and Commander to come in, and man, that was awesome. It went very well. And Kay is right. They do need some sort of faction to battle LFI, the heels. I think that would be good for everyone involved. Definitely, if you got 6 guys who can work, just having trios, singles, tag matches in a big feud, just fucking do it and get them all over. I don't think it would take that long to get everybody over.
I'd be back. What are we talking about?
I was just saying, if we did like a faction like Bandito, Hologram, and Commander against LFI,
Yeah,
do a nice
I was kind
feud.
of thinking of that actually. Yeah,
Yeah, well, K Fabulous kind of said this, but do a nice feud, with trios, tag matches, singles matches, just mix them all
yeah.
around and get all 6 guys over. It wouldn't even take that long. It'd take like a
Oh
month,
yeah,
and all
for
six
sure.
are super over. I think.
Yeah.
Um, Eric says he likes ref bumps. I like a good ref
I'm.
bump.
I mean, if they could, use I'm gonna criticize AEW here because from what I understand, usually, unless they like outright get released from the company, like WWE, like if with like for example with like Ricochet or someone else when they're about to leave the company, WWE usually like kind of writes them off.
Yeah.
Uh, like uses them for a little bit, writes them off TV. Honestly, I kind of wish they would do that for Fenix. Like they have Fenix help Commander and Hologram, like as kind of like the veteran. And then maybe like Roosh can write Fenix off TV, but
That would be cool. I just think at this point, I think Tony Khan has no interest in working with Phoenix, you know?
yes, okay, because Ali got released.
Yeah.
So if they get fired, they won't use them. But if they're gonna leave, then
Oh. Oh, excuse me. We got a new Mercedes stole. Oh my lord, this is gonna be something.
what else could they use to help Hologram? Yeah, I don't think there's anyone else that could. So Bandito is like the only person they could probably use to help Hologram and Commander.
Yeah. I think just a 3-on-3 feud, and like I said, just mix up the matchups. That'd be awesome. That's what I want to see, man. That gets me
Maybe
more
they could
excited than
take
anything at the
someone.
top of the card in AEW.
Yeah, maybe they could take someone from New Japan, like El Desperado or something. I don't know.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
She
Oh,
imagine they bring it and Hechisaro turns face and helps.
that would be cool.
Uh,
Echicero, that guy is awesome. Phenomenal. Are they fighting at Grand Slam? Is it confirmed?
Not yet made official.
Please say hello to your CEO. And Harley, I don't know how many times I have to tell you, you're nothing but a Sadie, I would like to begin my second song. Dream. So, what do you say? Way you're acting. You to feel the wrath.
Everybody's behind Harley Cameron. Oh.
Yeah.
Apparently, K Fabulous enjoyed them teasing the word cunt on cable television.
So talented. You're super talented. But let's get real. I mean,
What? 1 second.
Yeah.
Sorry, the dog was barking and there was no one and nothing there.
No worries.
Johnny says this might be the funniest build to a match, and K Fabulous agrees. Johnny says Tony needs to create a Field of Wrath t-shirt. I agree. Bam! Oh! There we go. Mercedes versus Harley at Grand Slam.
Your friends and your family show the entire world why I am the CEO.
How many matches is that officially for Grand Slam? Is that 3? What'd you say?
4, I think.
4. Okay.
Let me see. No, I'm sorry. 5 now.
5.
Yes. So we got Mariah May versus Timeless Tony Storm. We have Osprey and Omega versus Fletcher and Takeshita. We have Okada versus Buddy, and then Jay White and Cope versus Death Riders in a Brisbane Brawl, and then Harley versus Mercedes.
That's a good ass card, man.
That is a very good card.
That's a good card. So it's gonna be it's next Saturday. And for those of you who haven't heard, we are gonna do a Grand Slam Australia watch along, but it's probably gonna be the next day. I'm not staying up till 2:30 to watch it. So
Yeah.
I think we're gonna do our watch along sometime on the 16th.
Yeah.
That Sunday. So I'll let you know a schedule sometime
Yeah.
next week. When's good for you on a Sunday, like Sunday afternoon, Wolf? Or
Basically any time, yeah. But, honestly, I wouldn't mind probably doing. I mean, usually I stay up late, so for all I know, I could end up doing another watch along for myself and get out the Streamlab stuff and make my stream fancy. But I don't know. We'll see.
and remember that night, February 16th, Wolf and I are bringing back WWE Weekly is returning.
Yeah.
So a show where we talk about Raw, we talk about SmackDown. We'll preview the pay-per-views coming up. We give top 5 rankings, men, women teams. Just talk about what's going on in WWE. Most of the show is opinions and discussion and talking. Most of it. So try to make it different than AEW Weekly, and I think we're going to start having some different segments also. But yeah, it's a fun show. If you like WWE, it's fun. It's going to be it's at 8 on Sundays, starting next Sunday, the 16th. Because I'm assuming just everyone's watching the Super Bowl tomorrow at Sunday, so we're not doing it. I'll be watching the Super Bowl. So, what about you, Wolf? Do you care?
No, wait, what is the question?
Do you care about the Super Bowl tomorrow?
No.
No.
No, sorry.
Would you care if the Lions were in it?
Yes.
I
actually probably would have cared if literally it was any other matchup than the one that's happening right now. Yeah, it's like the worst matchup they could have made, and
seems like Kansas City's gonna win 3 in a row.
It's dumb.
Because I heard Philly, the players for the Eagles have several players have the flu,
Yeah.
so that sucks. That's tough on Super Bowl week to get the damn flu.
Yeah.
And here we got Dustin Rhodes in action against, I don't know. No idea who this is. He does a gold dust taunt though. Izzy James. And that's probably it. Oh, not yet.
And yep. Oh. Okay. No. There it
Like,
is.
what is even the point of that?
Yeah.
And Wednesday, Dustin Rhodes and MJF. Nice.
Yep.
Should be a good one. Should be good. Because Dustin really can still go. I mean, he looks old, but he can still go, man.
Yeah.
As I told you last week, I looked at him. I looked at the devil in his eyes. Kicked his teeth in.
Like, I'm not a Chris Jericho hater at all, but I think Dustin Rhodes is better at this point in their careers, is better than Chris Jericho.
I am the 37, 56-year-old last of my kind. And that's why you're sitting at home in your recliner right now. In your brain right now thinks you're gonna already been done. 5 decades. Blood, sweat, and tears, and passion. Something you do not. Guess what? That's I am still here.
Yeah, Dustin actually has, like, I've seen that Dustin is pretty, like, still good to go. Like,
Mhm.
I'm shocked. Like, the way things are going, bro might be, like, Sting, might be wrestling till, like, his 70s and 80s.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
I mean, like you said, the way he's going, I mean, he's in shape. He's
Yeah.
got the cardio. He can go, man. K Fabulous says 2 squash matches back to back. They know this is televised, right? Yeah, they
Yeah.
need to get the fucking squash matches off of Collision, you know?
Yeah.
If they want to give these new, these enhancement talents, if they want to give them a shot, great. Put it on before the show for the live crowd,
Yeah.
or
Like
put it
dark
like
matches.
between Collision and they do the Ring of Honor taping after this. Put it between that. Give
Yeah.
them their chance. We don't need fucking 8-second squash matches on TV. If he's gonna come out and say something, just let him come out and say something.
Right.
We don't need eight seconds of wrestling.
And there will be very, very few individuals who are to stand up to the Latest. Gentlemen, we welcome your challenge from true professionals, nonetheless. Understand this. We are the elite of the elite. And this week on Dynamite, we look forward to making an example of you. There's a teeth. I respect that. Something actually worth our time. Too bad on Dynamite. I'm gonna have to pull those teeth. I written it on it. Something that's near.
Wheeler just looking like an evil beetle. Here we go. Thunder Rosa versus Penelope Ford. What's happening here?
Penelope Ford.
No, did you not see that bull?
Oh, the mascot. Yeah. I guess Texas thing. Yeah.
Johnny says, "What is your favorite Brock Lesnar squash match?" None of them.
None of them.
Me.
Don't remind me, because if you remind me of Brock Lesnar squash matches, then you're gonna remind me of the end of Kofi Mania, and that was horrible.
Maybe the worst booking decision of all time. Maybe.
It's up there. Yeah, it's up there.
It's a bad one. Yeah.
That's a really bad one. Yeah.
Man, none of that. Brock Lesnar is probably my least favorite wrestler of all time. I can't think of anyone I like less. No one.
I would really have to look.
Yeah.
Uh,
Like they would have to be like a real life Nazi for me to like them less than Brock Lesnar.
yeah.
So
Yeah, I can't really think of.
I guarantee you, everybody on the card is going to be looking to steal the show, especially Australia's own Buddy Matthews. He realizes the size of the match, the opportunity that lies ahead of him to take on O'Connor for the Continental title. Could be a match of the year contender. Buddy Max against Colton.
you think a wrestler is going to end up being in that bull suit or what?
I don't know. Probably not.
Yeah.
I can't really think of anyone that in particular that I actually really hate.
When you talking about the who do you like less than Brock Lesnar?
Like my least favorite wrestler. I genuinely don't know. This is just proof that I like wrestling too much. I can't name a wrestler that I actually hate.
Yeah. There aren't many. I mean, right. Like you said, I like wrestling. I like the fact that these people they put their bodies at risk to entertain us, you know?
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Right.
So I like the same. I like pretty much anybody who's doing this. Even if they suck, I don't hate them. You know, I just think they suck.
Yeah.
Like Brock Lesnar, I hate. No.
Yeah, that's
for sure.
Yeah, nothing comes to mind really.
Who it turns out is an alleged sex trafficker as well. I hated him before that, and then I really hated him.
Yeah.
So I hope that stuff's not true. But if it is, double fuck that guy.
Yeah.
I already say fuck him, but if that's true, double fuck him.
Yeah.
And people are still wanting to come back. I don't understand that. I mean, I guess he hasn't been convicted of anything, but those, not to get into it all,
right.
but those allegations are so specific
and so severe that you do not want to. You should not be wanting him back until he is deliberate, like he is explicitly said he's innocent. It's explicitly said he's innocent.
Yeah,
Like,
at
and
the very least, yeah.
you're like with like Velveteen Dream, some guy that was part of WWE, usually NXT. Uh, he was found innocent after like years. Maybe Brock Lesnar will be of the same level, but it's just there's not really it. I am someone who's like I would not support that kind of like I would not support someone until they are explicitly like usually I don't like go too crazy over it. I don't like freak out and lose my head over it, but I just be like no, it's like move on.
Mm,
But
yeah, I mean, it's pretty sick stuff.
oh yes, Kay. If Vince counts as a wrestler, yes, Vince McMahon would be.
He was a world champion, and he won the Royal Rumble also.
Oh,
So
so
he counts. He counts as a
yeah,
wrestler.
yeah, probably Vince
I still like Vince
McMahon
McMahon better than Brock Lesnar.
better than Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
I guess like current day wise, I'd say probably Max Caster is the like wrestler I like actually hate.
Wow.
I just don't like him. He's just annoying and yaps too much on Twitter and not even a good wrestler.
I think he is a good wrestler, though. Johnny
He's
says
like
people look
not my
over
favorite.
things. I think he's all right. He's good enough. Johnny says people look over things when it involves a celebrity. Yeah, definitely. Um, and he says it was crazy to see people get behind Luigi Mangione. Well, that's a different conversation. Maybe we'll have a different time. Uh, not related to wrestling. Um, but yeah, when things involve a celebrity, like you said, it's amazing the things people will look over because they like the entertainment that that person has given them. You know, it's bizarre. Whereas if a real person, or you know what I mean, if an average
Yeah.
person, if you heard, oh yeah, he wanted them to make this girl piss on him, and he
Yeah.
said he wanted them to make the piss porn, force her to
Yeah.
make piss porn for him, and they were gonna fly her to his house to fuck
Yeah.
him. So he would sign with the company. Like if you heard that about an average person, you'd be like, God damn, what a creep. You
You would like I'm someone who doesn't is not one of uh is not someone that I usually like condone it, but like I feel like a normal response to that kind of allegations from an average person, you would probably want them to receive the death penalty because that is
a lot of
like
people are,
that
yeah.
is freakish behavior. That's special freak behavior, or like maximum like sentence, life in prison,
Yeah.
maximum security.
Yeah. Like I personally, I don't believe in the death penalty myself.
Yeah.
Um,
But I feel like like an average response would be like
but
you
a lot
want
of
them
people's response,
cut
yeah,
off from society for the forever.
yeah.
Is Brit big? Okay, it's weird. So Brit, it's a little complicated because in terms of talent and like wrestling ability, I don't think she has it at this point. At least, or maybe not anymore, or maybe just not in AEW. Uh, but no, I don't hate Britt Baker like I do Max Caster, for example, or what's it called? Vince
Oh,
McMahon.
the Iron Savages, I hate them.
The Iron Side.
There's some, I hate them.
Yeah, we could hate the Irons.
Yeah. Brock Lesnar and the Iron Savages, yes.
I'm like trying to
That's
see.
about it.
I think there was someone else that I did not like. I think there was like a tag team that I just did not like. I don't
Me and
remember.
Lenny.
No, I'm trying to remember.
What the fuck? Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, that's good that you can't think of people you hate. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Kay says, I really hope you're right and that someone is inside the bull costume. We'll see. Johnny says, back to soda. What is your least favorite? Man,
I have no idea.
probably like Diet Mountain Dew. Yeah.
Let's see.
I mean, that's just like, it cuts the balls off of one of the best sodas. Fancy BLK. Hello, hey, how's it going? Welcome. I think that's one of your folks, Wolf.
Oh, let me see. Let me see. Yes. Hello.
K Fabulous
Welcome
says
to the
Mountain Dew
channel.
is her least favorite.
You like the Punisher. I do like the Punisher. I don't know who Fantasy BLK is. I don't know who.
You got a fan.
Yeah. Yeah. Please excuse. I do kind of find it. I'm not the best with new fans. It's like a little awkward when I get new fans and I talk. Oh, I don't know who could be in the bull
The bull
costume.
costume.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to be in the damn costume. Tony Storm. What do you think?
I don't know.
Johnny says one time a family friend used Kraft cheese slices on a baked mac and cheese and nobody ate a piece. Good. That sounds disgusting. Fancy BLK. Is Hiroshi Tanahashi AEW?
No. He is the president of New Japan.
Yeah. He's wrestled in AEW a couple times, but yeah, he
Yes,
is as New Japan as it gets, right?
Yeah. That's Penelope's last match. What was Penelope's last match?
What did she
No, K, I'm sorry. No, can we not do that feud again? It's tired. I don't want to see it again.
What move did Thunder Rosa just win with? Was it like a Northern Lights suplex?
Oh, Megan Bain is here. It's like I didn't hate the feud. I just think they didn't really capitalize it. I do.
Oh, thank you.
Fancy, I do not know who that is, unfortunately.
Haruta Sakura. I don't know who that is.
Yeah. Let me look at up.
Have you seen any of the Okada versus Tanahashi matches? I have not. I am woefully underexposed to Japanese wrestling.
I've seen I've seen probably like one or two, like at least like highlights of it. Yeah. But yeah, the thing is Penelope and Megan aligned?
Megan Bain, the newcomer, number 5 in our women's rankings this week on AEW Weekly.
Yeah. Oh, Penelope's last match was what's it called? Oh yes, yeah. Oh no, I'm sorry. Yes, Kay. That is the problem with what Thunder Rosa and Deanna Purrazzo, that they mainly put it on Rampage and Collision, and the only pay per view they put it on was Double or Nothing 0 Hour. Like, what? That
Yeah.
should be a main card on like multiple pay per views.
Yeah, because the matches were good.
Matches, yeah, the matches were solid. It's just I don't think it was as important.
Oh,
Oh
here's
yeah,
Ricochet at
won.
Defy,
Yeah,
which that's
and
okay. Yeah,
yeah,
Seattle.
that's the indie that Swerve was mainly in. Speaking of Defy, the new Defy World Champion is Mr. Absolute Ricky Starks.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
good for him. That's cool.
Oh, apparently Penelope Ford's last match before Thunder Rosa was against Chris Statlander on Christmas Collision.
Johnny
And
says
then,
ultra highly. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Wolf. I'm sorry.
yeah, afterwards it was like very, I think like in December against Anna Jay or something. I don't know. But Chris Statlander.
Johnny here says ultra highly recommend Wrestle Kingdom 10 and Wrestle Kingdom 11. I will check them out.
Yeah.
We were gonna do a watch along for the last Wrestle Kingdom, but I think I was sick. I think, and we didn't. I've been sick a lot this winter, so I'm sorry we've had to cancel things. But it's not been a fun winter for me. I really hate canceling things. I really try to only do it if I like have to, because I want y'all to be able to have. I don't want y'all to tune in and nobody's here and waste your time. I don't want Wolf to be waiting to do a show and then I tell him it's canceled and then so yeah, I really try and not cancel things unless I really don't feel well. What the fuck is going on here? Is this what?
Ricochet is talking shit about the burgers.
Okay.
And Jay Lethal is apparently trying to help the poor burger man.
No, that's not Jay Lethal. That's someone named Bun B. I think he is a rapper.
Oh, why
Yeah.
does he look like Jay Lethal?
All right, kind of did, but no, it's somebody named Bun B. I guess he has his own burger. I don't know.
No, I meant the hoodie, the guy in the hoodie that Ricochet.
Yeah,
Oh.
isn't that? That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, interesting.
I only knew that because they introduced him on the show. I didn't know who he was, but yeah, Bun B is his name here.
Interesting. Oh, okay, yeah. He looks like Jay Lethal.
Kind of does look like Jay Lethal.
But
So,
yeah, like Ricochet was just trying the burgers and then he spit them out and said, what's it called? Said the burgers were horrible.
he has a burger. I'm sorry, Wolf. Go ahead.
Sorry, I'm reading Kay's comments. He doesn't look like Jay Lethal. Okay, apparently I'm crazy because to me when I saw him, I unironically thought that was Jay Lethal, and we were getting Jay Lethal versus Ricochet.
I thought he kind of looked like Jay Lethal too. He runs a restaurant called Trill Burgers in Houston. Or excuse me, that's where they began, is in Houston, Texas.
Right.
Start building your bet slips and add a profit boost to increase your winnings.
But yeah, it's a smash burger restaurant. I don't know what the fuck a smash burger is. Is that where you put like weird stuff on it? I don't know.
I have no idea.
I don't know, and I'm not gonna find out either. So, but he runs a smash burger restaurant.
Cool.
I'm Hannah, by the way.
Zoe, nice to meet you. You too, Zoe.
Was that the new Wii? Or, not Wii, Switch? Kind of.
Maybe.
That's a good system, man, the Switch.
Without pre-rinse to tackle tough game day messes.
I used to have a Switch, sold it. Kind of wish I hadn't.
Oh
What?
my god.
What about you, Wolf? You been playing any games lately or anything?
Not the past couple of days, because PlayStation had a global outage for a couple days.
Yeah. I think Johnny was saying that.
Yeah,
Johnny or
rumors
Eric
were-
was saying that.
Yeah, rumors are. I think it was like people were speculating it was a DDoS attack.
It was a what?
A DDoS attack.
What's that?
I don't really know.
I've never heard that.
Meaning, a distributed denial of service attack is a cyber attack that floods a website, server, or network with malicious traffic to make it inaccessible. So I guess it's like they kind of broke it, overfilled the servers, were kind of like overfilled, and like the traffic between all the PlayStation stuff was like overfilled, so everything was shut down. Yeah,
I didn't know that.
and it lasted for like basically almost all day yesterday, and like pretty much all day yesterday, and almost and like until maybe like a couple hours ago today.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are they going to give people refunds? I hope so.
Yeah, I mean,
I hope so.
no, it wasn't really necessarily like refunds or ruining people's purchases, because like you couldn't make the purchase to begin with. Like you could not access the store, you could not access your like a game. Like it was it's temporary. It only lasted for like 2 days, so they still
Well,
have
that's
it.
what I'm saying, though. I mean, if it's like a day or 2 days, you can't play shit online. That deserves a refund because you're buying it so you can play it online, you know?
Right, but the thing is, it's like it's not necessarily the game; it's PlayStation itself. So like the whole system is down. Like you can't access the store. You can't actually. It's not even just the online itself. It's the games. Like you cannot.
Yeah.
Especially the digital copies. Like you cannot even like open them. So because it made you considered offline, because you're not going to be able to access anything. So it was just very horrible PlayStation users. I think today Krispy Kreme said they were giving original glazed donuts for free to people affected by the PlayStation outage.
Huh. That's pretty good. You know, Krispy Kreme Donuts is actually based in our town.
That's cool.
The very first Krispy Kreme was in Winston-Salem, where we live.
Nice.
So, and their headquarters is still here also. Man, those are delicious. I love donuts. I never eat them, but I love them. Who did Mariah May just beat? Does anyone know? Johnny
I have
says,
no idea.
yeah, I don't know who that was. Johnny
Oh
says
my God.
Krispy Kreme or Dunkin' Donuts. Krispy Kreme, dude, all day.
Oh my God, he's back!
Luther's back, yeah.
Luther's back!
I don't know what's happening here. Oh, she's trying to assault him.
Oh, it was some jobber, but like enhancement talent, but
Yeah, Jay
now
Carmichael.
it's Tony Storm. Yeah, Jay Carmite, but now it's Tony Storm. Oh my god, is she gonna pile trip? That would be wild. Amazing.
Yeah, she says it is her hometown donut. Yeah, I can't. Besides that, I like Krispy Kreme better than Dunkin'. Yeah.
Yep.
He said Lance Storm. Is that CM Punk? Johnny asks, should Mariah versus Tony be the main event for Grand Slam? I think so. What did you say, Wolf?
Hold on.
Because we don't.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't have a men's world title match, so I think there's
Yeah,
no question. No
I
question.
mean, but technically the world champion is on the show, and not to mention Jay White and Adam Copeland being in that match as well. So I'm worried they might have the Brisbane Brawl be the main event because technically that could probably take the most time. But I do think, yeah, I think Mariah and what's it called, Tony should main event.
Kay said that is a very frequent enhancement talent guy in AEW. Oh, when I said is that CM Punk, I see. Johnny said I heard people were told to leave Kentucky if they love Popeyes. I bet.
Twitter is reminding me of the horrendous time people. Sometimes people are horrendous, and
Well, what happened?
It's a little political. A certain somebody needs to take his meds and or be put in a mental asylum.
Why? What happened?
I don't know if you remember a famous rapper known as Kanye West.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude is like actually losing it. He's like actually.
Yeah.
He's like, God, he's saying like the most whack stuff ever. Like he's really gone off the deep end now.
I know yesterday he said several things, but he said, I am Hitler. At one point he said that.
He said like, yeah, or like I'm a Nazi or something. And I think at one of his posts he was like, unironically saying like, what's it called? Very like Nazi like rhetoric and saying like whip the Jews like Pharaoh is that or something. I'm like,
yeah.
This is like borderline satanic at this point. Like
I don't know what's up with that guy.
Bro's like
he
possessed.
He definitely needs some kind or some different medication. And I'm not saying that to be funny. I mean, like he really does, obviously.
Yeah,
needs some help, I think.
I'd say just put him in a mental asylum. I think he's
Just skip medication, go right to the asylum.
yeah. I mean, if he should not have taken the meds anyways, so
Johnny asks KFC or Popeye, and Kate says we are pescatarian. Pescatarian, yeah. We eat, the only meat we eat is fish. So, and Johnny says some people abuse the freedom of speech. True.
yep.
I'm for the absolute freedom of speech, but as Johnny says, you can abuse it. I mean, you have that right, of course, but you can abuse your rights always, yeah. But it's like that old quote. I forget who said it. It said, "I may, disagree with what you say, or I may hate what you say, but I'll fight till the death your right to say it."
Yeah.
That sort of thing, and that's what I agree with. Absolute freedom of speech, and if you don't want to hear what someone has to say, don't listen to them. Get away from them. Don't look at them on Twitter. This and that. Very,
Yeah.
very easy to say. I'm not talking about you, Wolf. I'm just
Yeah.
talking about in general. That's how I feel. Yeah, I agree with absolute freedom of speech, even hate speech. I agree with, which is obviously not good. But again, if you don't want to hear it, don't pay attention to that person. But I don't think anybody should be punished because of words. Words
Yeah.
or ideas. I don't think so. That's
Yeah.
it's very un-American. I'll be right back. And part of that freedom of speech, is because why that's so important to us is because, obviously the British tried to go against our founding fathers who wrote so much against the British,
Yep.
and they tried to persecute the founding fathers. And so the first thing we have is freedom of speech, being able to criticize the government and whatever else we want to. And Johnny says Beyond or Impossible burgers. I like the Beyond burgers better. But I'll tell you what we just read is that there was a study. I forget, maybe K Fabulous remembers. There was a study that um, the fake meat. I'm not sure what aspect of it, what in it, but the fake meat that they make, which I liked. It can lead to depression. Like there's a very high link to that and depression. So we've stopped eating. Yeah, we've stopped eating the fake meat. I mean, we have some in the freezer. We're gonna finish what we have, but after
Yeah.
that, we're not buying anymore because that's pretty scary. And Johnny says people can say anything online. Yeah, let them say it to my face. Yeah, a lot of brave people online, and
And
yeah,
then once they get in front of someone,
yeah.
not so brave. Probably because they know that it like that kind of talk. Because usually when they talk that way to someone on their like in their face, out they go. Oh, Briscoe's here. Yay.
Johnny says social media can lead to depression. Definitely can. That's what I don't. I look at the news as in social media, I guess. On
Yeah.
social media, like the second I see someone on X, I'm very careful about who I follow. But the second I see someone being like negative, just for no
Yeah.
reason, being negative,
Right.
I mute them or unfollow. Like I don't need that in my life. Being negative in like in a jerk way. Being like AEW sucks because this and that,
Yeah.
mute them. WWE sucks because this and that, mute them. It's like all that negativity I don't need. And I don't
Right.
look at politics on social media at all. I used to, but now I don't deal with social media politics on there at all, and I'm a happier person for it. So yeah, I would tell people just be very careful about how you use social media because yeah, it can. I mean changes your brain, changes how your brain works. They've shown that with research. It shows how your brain, like reward center and things like that, function differently. So yeah, just limit your time on there and be careful with what you expose yourself to. Is what I say. Try and keep the junk food out of your head. Just scrolling, looking at stuff. The second you realize I'm just scrolling because I got nothing to do, it's like close it, put it down. That's what I say. Yeah, go read a book, go sit outside, something like that. Kay says, I like the veggie burgers where you can see the vegetables, like Morningstar burgers. And Johnny says, black bean tacos are amazing. I agree with that. I just had some a couple days ago. And Johnny says, wrestling fans complain about every little thing. Yes, they do. You'll notice we really try not to. I will complain if I don't like something, but not every little thing like you see some people do. I mean, you're here to hear my voice, what I have to say, and I'm here to listen to what you guys have to say. Um, so we all have our complaints, but yeah, I know the type of fan you're talking about, and we try. I'm not that type of fan, and I really try not to seem like that type of fan either. I mean, if I didn't enjoy wrestling, if I had all those criticisms that so many people do, I wouldn't watch it.
Yeah.
I mean, I love it. There's some stupid things that happen. There's some bad things that happen, but I mean, overall, it's awesome. I love it. I don't have a lot of complaints about it because it's fun. Yeah, Briscoe is bloodied here. He's got color, as they say. This match, as we've been talking about veggie burgers and whatever else, this match has been pretty good here.
Yeah.
Sorry, I keep leaving tonight. I have COVID and I have to keep coughing, so I try not to do that on camera because that's gross. No one wants to watch that.
Well,
Kay says, I think our criticisms aren't complaining. It is wanting AEW to succeed. Exactly. I'm right. If I have complaints, I'm not doing it just to complain. I'm saying, right, I don't like this. I want them to do this. So the product will be better. Exactly. Because I want AEW and WWE. I want them both to be awesome. I'm not rooting for or against either one. I'm rooting for AEW more, I'll tell you that, but I'm not rooting against WWE, not at all.
yeah.
Uh, Johnny says to spoil or ruin things. People knew there was a strong chance that Charlotte was winning the Rumble.
Yeah.
They do. Go ahead, Wolf.
Yeah, so the thing is, we kind of expected Charlotte back around the Rumble because just simply of the time frame of the injury. And it like we kind of learned how long ACL tears usually are. Like at worst, it's going to be a year. So we understand like that. So like it was actually well over a year. In fact, so we knew that okay, they're saving Charlotte for the Rumble. even before the vignettes happened. But it is yeah, but we also enjoy when there are like actual shockers that don't get leaked online.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, it's tough because I want to hear the inside stuff because it's so interesting. I want to hear the inside news, and I try to avoid the rumors, and I try to just look at sources that I know are right most
yeah,
of the time, and that I know are giving news, not rumors.
yeah,
But yeah, I want to hear the news. I want to hear what's going on backstage and all that. You know, the ins and the outs. I love
yeah.
hearing all that. But if I could do all that without the spoilers, I would
Right.
definitely. If I could be
That
more surprised,
yeah,
I definitely would. But you can't separate the two,
right.
unfortunately. You know.
So yeah, so the thing is like sometimes they're able to like report stuff and not like fully like expose that oh they'll be at the Rumble or they'll be at the whatever pay-per-view. They'll just say like, oh, this person was
Oh,
backstage
yeah.
on a certain show. Or say like, oh, they'll be coming back soon. They're cleared now, but they're going to be coming back at like imminently or anytime soon. They don't like pinpoint when. Oh my God, Briscoe's like actually fully bleeding.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh.
they don't like pinpoint the exact show they'll be on. That's why for the Rumble, I thought like a number 30 for the women's Rumble was going to be Becky, and then it turned out to be Nikki Bella, and I was kind of disappointed because I didn't really care for Nikki Bella.
Eric here said the fans need to enjoy wrestling and not complain about it. In general, I agree. Johnny says
Yeah,
you're doing constructive criticism. Right, that's the thing. Constructive
right.
criticism.
I
Um,
understand if there's something that's like really like
oh,
not working, it's not bad, it's not good whatsoever, then yeah, you do need to talk about it. But
yeah. Because I complain. I mean, definitely. Like here tonight, I've complained about the fucking. We've had 3 squash matches. You know.
right, that
But
that is something I feel like anyone can complain over because no
yeah,
one
yeah,
likes squash matches.
right.
Uh,
And then I try. You know, like they're saying, I try not to complain about everything. But if I don't like something, I'll talk about it. But I really
right,
try to be more positive than negative. You know.
yeah,
Because
but
when I
like
like something, which is most of the time, I'll talk about that. You know.
tonight I or today earlier today I saw like a post that it talked about like Eric Bischoff saying that like, oh, AEW is the place where your career goes to die. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Do you not realize like Swerve Strickland literally puts that in the dirt. John Moxley puts that in the dirt. Arguably like
I
Adam
mean,
Cole, like
Mark
Claudio,
Briscoe.
yeah, like Briscoe. I mean, it was just kind of like slid in because he was part of Ring of Honor and like it was easy to bring him in. Even like recent signings, like Ricochet is doing the best work of his career right now.
I
Like,
think so.
what are you talking about?
Very good. I wouldn't say the best. The
I
best is
I
when he
would
was now
I would
overall. Now speaking overall stories, yes.
yeah.
To me, the best work of his career was when he was Prince Puma in Lucha Underground
Mm,
because he was just out
yeah.
of this world, and he's still out of this world. But he
Yeah.
was younger then, so he was more out of this world than he is now.
Even I'd say the Hurt Syndicate, like this is a revitalization, like because like Bobby was Bobby. He was getting booked strongly because he's a big man and he's like a reasonable like threat that definitely like could take on anyone, and he never ages, so of course he's gonna be booked strong, but like Shelton Benjamin was like basically a jobber, and now he's tagged like a good, like he's been booked decently well, singles wise. He's tag team champion.
Mhm.
Like, yeah,
Yeah, his
it's
talent,
very weird to
his
say.
talent has really come through. And like
Yeah,
Kate Fabulous said here, she said it's so weird to hear former wrestlers slamming AEW and be obviously rooting for its demise. Because yeah, don't you want to fucking shit? Holy cow! Wow,
wow,
that was nice.
yeah,
Because right, don't you want your your friends, other
yeah,
wrestlers to have more options? I mean, the more options, the better it is
right.
for the wrestlers, better it is for the
Like,
fans.
the thing is, like, yeah, Swerve became a way bigger star in AEW than WWE. I'd say even Moxley did, if even Claudio did. Uh, it's like crazy, but I would say Adam Cole has been slightly better. Um,
Yeah.
what's it called? And I mean, technically, different administrations, let's say, of WWE, but Malachi became a bigger star, I'd say, in AEW than Vince led WWE.
Yeah.
As did Buddy, as did, I'm pretty sure Brody was like an extra in WWE at one
Huh,
point.
I didn't realize that.
I think he might have been what's it called? Part of
Like security or
no, I hold on, Brody King, and I think he was in
oh
WWE.
oh my god,
Like
this
as
match has
an
been awesome.
either, or maybe I'm mixing him up with Luke Gallows because I know someone was part of
Oh
the Straight Edge Society with Punk. Yeah, I don't know. Might have been Gallows. I don't know. Uh, but yeah, like I'd say arguably Christian was better than in AEW than WWE. Hell, I'd say this in AEW Christian is doing the best work of his career, and he's had a long career, so that's saying
I would
something.
agree. I would agree.
Yeah. Pac also is doing better than in AEW than
The Neville.
WWE.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, FTR even I'd say FTR easily. Although FTR has been good all over every promotion in existence. Oh,
Mhm. But yeah, right. I mean, yeah,
yeah.
like we were saying, it's just yeah, the people rooting against AEW, I don't get it. I don't get it.
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, you're right. It was Luke Gallows. Now that I think about it.
We got a bunch of comments here. Pac's better than Neville. I like Cope saying Christian better in AEW. Yeah, Luke Gallows was in Straight Edge Society. Yeah.
Yeah.
Johnny says I wouldn't mind seeing the Good Brothers in AEW.
I don't know because it's like they were fine, but like I don't think they did too much in AEW. I think probably the best place they can be is New Japan because that seems to be where they do the best at. But I don't know. Uh,
All right, let's do the thing. Let's wrap it up.
oh yeah, the show's over. I get
Yeah.
tend to forget.
Yeah, that was an awesome match.
It was a
So
very
yeah,
good match.
so yeah. All right. Best match. Kay is not a fan of the Good Brothers. Yes, I know that. I think her favorite moment of the Good Brothers is when the Undertaker, power bombed them off the fucking uh, roof of that farm in a boneyard match.
Oh no!
Um, All right, but we'll do best match, worst match, and rating out of 5 bones for the show. What did you say, Wolf?
This was a fine show. Finally, Dynamite, it turns out to be better than Collision.
Right.
But in all seriousness, I didn't like the squash matches taking like half the show. I mean, there were some good matches. I very much enjoyed Mark Briscoe versus Kyle Fletcher and Bandito versus Brian Keith. And then what's it called? Hologram came back, which was awesome. The three-way what's it called? Trios match was fine. I'm like trying to think of I also by the way, I think it was what's it called? Carly Bravo that got pinned earlier.
It was.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
I do like that we're getting a trios title match. I don't know if I like it for a Dynamite, but it's clear that only the Australians will get a match on Grand Slam Australia. Yeah, Hologram did help the show a lot, but I didn't entirely enjoy Thunder Rosa versus Penelope Ford. It was like good, but it was like, I mean, maybe if it sets up Megan Bayne and Thunder Rosa, it's a good thing, but I don't know. Best match, I'd say Briscoe and Fletcher easily. Worst match, Dustin Rhodes squash match, because that was like nothing. He like did 2 moves and then ended the match. I can't think of what other squash matches there were. Mariah, I guess, happened. I'm gonna give it 3.5 bones out of 5.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
All right. So from K Fabulous here, we'll go with her. She said best match, the main event. Definitely worst match, all the squashes. She gave it to like
All the squashes.
how many were there? 3 or 4? 3.
Just like 3.
Yeah. Wait, who was it? Dustin,
Mariah May, and then LFI.
LFI, right. So
Yeah.
3, yeah. And she gave it 4 bones out of 5. Would be less, but Hologram is back. Eric Tate gives it 4 bones. Wolf gave it 3.5.
3.5, yeah.
3.5 bones. So best match for me was definitely the main event. That was an awesome match. Kyle Fletcher beating Mark Briscoe, fantastic match. Worst match, I'm gonna go with a tie between the Dustin Rhodes squash and the Mariah May squash, because both of them were just like nothing. At least in the LFI squash, we got to see some moves, but those other two were just nothing. Just come in and pin them. Rating, they did some good things building towards Dynamite as well as Grand Slam Australia, I think. The Harley Cameron segment was funny. The Hologram and fucking Commander beating up the heels was awesome. I was so excited. That was the high point for me of the show. So some good action, but too many squash matches. Man, I would give it 4 bones, but just the 3 squash matches just bring it down for me. I'm gonna give it 3.5 bones out of 5 because everything else I thought was pretty well done. The Thunder Rosa and Penelope Ford match was a little sloppy, but everything else was good, and the main event was great. But yeah, like I said, just three squash matches. Just too many. I'll give it. I mean, I think one is too many nowadays on television, but
Yeah.
three, I can't give it more than 3.5 bones out of 5. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's it, folks. Don't go anywhere. I got a couple things to say real quick. So let's see. Thank you for watching. First of all, thank you for being with us for Collision. We'll be back Monday night for Monday Night Raw, 7:55. Watch along. K Fabulous and I are doing AEW Weekly Tuesday night at 7. Wolf and Kay and I and maybe Willie and maybe Dylan will do a Dynamite watch along Wednesday 7:55, 5 minutes before the show starts. Thursday night we're doing a fun retro watch along. It's the day before Valentine's Day, so Thursday night we're watching WWF St. Valentine's Day Massacre from Valentine's Day 1999. So that's gonna be a fun one. That starts at 7:50, 7:50, and I'll talk more about that later. And then next Saturday, we're right back here with Collision Watch Along at 7:55. And then Sunday, 2 Sundays from now, not this Sunday, Sunday the 16th, WWE Weekly returns at 7 p.m. with Wolf and I and Willie. And Willie talking about the week in WWE. So everything I just said, the schedule is going to be on X. You should like this video. You should follow us. You should subscribe. All those things. Spread us around. Let other people know how much you enjoy us. But yeah, thanks everybody for talking. Oh wait, Kay said, "Isn't Saturday Grand Slam?" It is. Thank
It
you.
is.
The
Yeah.
15th is Grand Slam. So there is a Collision that night that airs
Right.
late. I think we may do a watch along for that late Collision
Yeah,
Saturday.
I don't know because I don't know I think it might just be the Grand Slam that is considered Collision.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I don't know.
I'll look into it. I had heard that there's a
Right.
late Collision before Grand Slam, but I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know.
Yeah. The thing
Yeah.
is, I just realized we could just also actually we could watch the because of how the fact that it's on the morning of the Saturday, technically we could just do it like in the afternoon or the later on in the night of Saturday.
Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, let's do it. Let
Yeah.
me think. Saturday, yeah, Saturday the 16th.
15th.
Like that.
No, it's the 15th.
15th. Well, the
Yeah,
15th is
because
when it's on.
yeah, but it's gonna be on at like 2:30 of the 15th, so we could do it like 8 p.m. or whatever on the 15th because it's from 14th to 15th. That's it's not going into 16th.
Oh,
2:30.
really? It's the
Yeah,
14th going into the 15th.
yeah. It's into the
Okay.
15th, 2:30 a.m.
We got to make sure about that because I
Yeah,
didn't think that's right, but I'll take your
yeah,
word for it. I don't think
right.
you're right, so I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find
Yeah,
out, and we'll plan accordingly.
yeah.
But for all that stuff I just talked about, all that schedule, check on our X. It's at No Bones Wrestling. That's at No Bones RASSLIN. We got all that coming up, and one more thing: February 28th, 8 p.m. K Fabulous and I are interviewing former ECW World Champion, former WWE Hardcore Champion, former TNA wrestler, Just Incredible. Uh, Biggest star we've ever had on the show. So we're very thankful to him for coming on. And again, that's February 28th, 8 p.m. And we're going to have an hour or two with him to just talk everything, talk about his career. Um, should be very interesting. He worked for WWF. When it was WWF, he worked for WWE later. He worked for ECW at one of its hottest points, and towards the end, he was there at the end of ECW, and worked for TNA for a bit. So he's got some interesting stuff to tell. But that's it, everybody. Thank you, Wolf. You got anything you wanna plug?
No, I think I'm good.
So let's see. Fight to Live says it's on the 15th after All Star. I don't know what All Star is, which is 11 p.m. So is he talking about Collision? Oh, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Anyways, yeah. Wolf, thank you for being
Yeah.
on. K Fabulous, thank you for being in the chat. And yeah, everybody, we will see you Monday night. Oh, the All Star game, the NBA All Star game is what he's talking about. Okay.
Yeah, so it's right after the NBA All Star.
Collision is. Collision is.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Okay.
No, Grand Slam. Grand Slam is right after.
No, because the NBA All Star won't isn't going till 2:30 in the morning.
Apparently it is.
We'll see. We'll figure it out. He's so confused. Yes, I am. I'm very confused. We'll figure it
Yeah.
out. How do I not know that? Yeah, I don't know. I've not been paying attention to too much
Oh,
basketball this year.
wait,
Just
actually, maybe it is February 16th. Okay, I don't know. Never mind. It's being. Oh, hold on. There we go.
we'll figure it out. We're going, everybody.
Yeah.
Have a good night. We'll see you Monday for the Raw Watch Along, 8:55.